Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let me just make sure this is all fired up and working. Make sure it's actually showing on here before I start talking, because obviously then I'm going to cut you guys off. I've got my YouTube up here. I've got you guys in the chat as well. So I'm going to try and pop that out right now. And then you guys can talk to me and I don't have to look over there. But yeah, it looks like you guys are here. So congratulations. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's 2026. This is pretty mental. I can't believe that year went that quickly. What's actually awesome though is I was kind of going through the YouTube when you've done all of your stuff at the end of the year, has your oh, let's round up the channel, here's the stats, etc. And what's pretty crazy is this channel grew over 15,000 subscribers last year. So it's over 1,000 subscribers a month, which is a lot of it is me putting out a ton of content, but you guys actually sharing the content, interacting with it, liking it. So big thank you to you guys, especially the members who've been here for a long time, some of you guys now. So I just wanted to first of all say a brand new year. Thank you guys so much for the support. And it's pretty awesome that that we've got to this stage. If I could have thought start of 2024, start of 2025, oh wow, we're going to be at 22,000 subscribers we broke last night. That was pretty crazy. Guys, thank you so much for being in the chat as well. I am going to be doing a giveaway today. So I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways actually. So get excited for that. And obviously if you're a member and you're here, thank you so much for being a member, and get ready to it's not going to be any questions or answers. I'm just going to do our wheel of names, spin. But if you have any questions, guys, this is going to be what I'm now going to call the Badger's Den. It's going to be a little hangout for us. Try and go back to doing once a week because it just got crazy end of last year with my other business. So I'm trying to make this again a Mondays kind of thing. If this time kind of suits, let me know. But if you have any questions in the chat about anything that's been going on in the channel, please do put it up there, and I'm kind of go through some stuff. But I'll answer any questions that you guys have coming up. DJ, great to see you, mate. I haven't seen you in some of the lives. Well, I have actually in the last week, but I hadn't seen you in some of the lives for a while. So it's good to know you're doing well, mate. And thank you for coming, supporting in. Doug, 6mm Mondays. I think that is quite a good idea. You know what's weird is AI came up with Badger's Den. I was like, oh, I'm going to be doing a live stream today. Can you just kind of organize some of the things and is there a good, title to a video you should put? And it was oh, here you go, Badger's Den live. And I was like, oh, actually, I kind of like that. It's rung kind of true in my head. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So I don't know if you like that or if you think maybe something else might be better, but I never really played on the fact that a badger has a den. And this is kind of my den because I'm here every single day, basically filming content for you guys and for myself. So I don't know. I kind of like that idea. So maybe I play on that a bit more, maybe not. DJ, I like the makeover, mate. Thank you very much, and I am actually really happy with it. It's one of those things where when you've been going under a logo or a brand or whatever that is for so long, and it's a bit oh, what should I do? Should I mix this up? Should I change it? I like the logo, but I don't love it. This is the logo that we've kind of had for a long time, for the last 5 years, and I do like it. But what I did actually realize is that I got this generically created from a logo creator. You go to one of those websites and it's oh, let me put in some prompts and we'll find you a logo. And this was before the ages of AI where it kind of became a lot easier to do this stuff. So it is kind of a generic picture and it is recognizable, but it's a little bit, felt to me a little bit soft, a little bit okay, obviously it's a badger. It's not as tactical, as cool, as slick, I think, as the new logo, which I hope you guys agree with. All of the feedback on it's been pretty mental, just how positive it was. I put it up there being should I change the logo to this? And I was expecting, maybe a 50-50. People would be yeah, you should change it, or maybe do something a bit different. Most people were that's pretty awesome. And so that new logo is now on everything. I've just put it across basically everything. And with that, guys, new patches are coming. So if you're one of the OG members, if you've one of the giveaways in the last few years and you've got one of these, hold on to them because they are now like the OG Badger patch. And if I continue to grow this channel to where I want it to be, then that could be a collectible one day. So just make sure you hold on to it. Same with the George patches. We're never going to make the George patches again. George is dead now. And so I'm not going to start like making George patches. Maybe we'll do like a anniversary patch or something like that. That will be a collectible on another like year that we do it. But those George patches aren't going to come out. One question I have for you guys, because I've got a lot of people asking me, or I've had maybe 5 or 6 people write, are you going to make a Charlie patch? Now, Charlie's actually not here. He's outside the room at the moment. He is getting pretty big, that dog. He's like pretty serious chunky boy now. And he's obviously very, very cute. I think you'll agree. Very different character to George, but I don't know if we kind of go down the route of like Charlie's been a little bit of a part of this channel, not the same as George was when we first started. But should I do a Charlie patch? Because that is something I could try and design or get some like members input on designing and then doing it. So let me know. I'll probably do like a poll on that, but let me know if you like the idea of it. And I also have launched merch. So it's been a long time coming. We kind of had some merch stuff that was like around and about previously, but it wasn't really proper. I'm going to show you the website now where you can go if you want to do the merch or to find some merch. That's the wrong one. Looking at my face there. Here we go. So this is the website, which is 6mmBadger.store. So we actually have kind of a good URL for it. And then this is what the website looks like. It's kind of basic at the start at the moment. I'm maybe going to like play around with this one. This is the new tagline, earn every hit. I kind of like, again, use some AI, just put a lot of prompts in to kind of get an idea of what we liked. And I do actually kind of love that saying because it's almost like earn your kills, but also like, you know, put the work in to actually go and play and get hit yourself. This is now what you guys can get hold of if you want to go on there. I've got the Badger t-shirt, which has got the tagline on the back. This is the Badger hoodie. Again, tagline on the back. I've got a Badger jumper. That's just a slick, just Badger jumper. We don't have any tagline on the back. One of these Badger beanies that actually Cutter's already picked one of these up, and then also you can get a Badger mug. I do have some other items which I don't think are quite ready yet. It's kind of like I'm like, okay, I like it, but I don't think they're quite there, so I have decided not to fully release them. So yeah, let me know if you want to see some other stuff, because I'll do it. Let me just do this. Joshua Landers, good to see you, mate. I love you. I love it. I love you. I love it. Badger Den, and the new logo is nice. Your logo reminds me of Shirogorov. I don't know what that is, Doug. So if you want to tell me what Shirogorov is, I'd love to know that. Makeover is great. Can we talk about that beard? Looks good. Oh, Jason, thank you, sir. To be honest, I am actually just very lazy. My wife makes these jokes at me all the time. She's like, hey, we need to like get your like clothes sorted and stuff. And I just don't care. Like, I'm kind of married, I've got a couple of kids, which is a bad like attitude to have. I like this kind of stuff, like the merch that I've just put up there, where it's just black, goes with everything. I don't have to like worry and think about it and be like, oh, is that gonna look cool? Is that not? Hence the logo as well. We'll just keep that like simple, like if you wear it around and about, someone's gonna be like, what is that? Like, you don't have to like say, oh, look at this Airsoft, like whatever. Just something which is gonna kind of like go with everything. And the same with my like facial hair and stuff. I literally just let it grow to a point where I'm like, okay, that's kind of slightly annoying. Then I shave it off. Same with my hair. I just literally let it grow until it gets a bit longer, and then I just shave it off or shave it down and then go back to it. So thank you very much for the compliments on the beard. Not intentional. I just literally let it grow and then get some of the grays coming through. You know what? I don't know if you've like grown beards, some of you guys before, but it's kind of at that level now where it's starting to, you move your face around and you kind of feel it. Before, when it's just stubble, it's not really that obvious to your skin, but when I'm starting to move my lips and stuff, like the actual hair's touching your skin. And so like I'm maybe on the verge of shaving it. So thank you for the compliment, but it might be about to go, I'm afraid. Let's go. Grimlock, yes, mate. Josh Landers, that is. Shirogorov is a Russian and one of the best knife companies. Okay, so hopefully I haven't just ripped off a knife company. If it reminds you of it, it's good. If it looks exactly the same, that's not good. I saw your inside rage and I would like to ask, Sky Kitty, absolutely, is it worth buying for training? Would you recommend any DIY alternatives, and how do you collect BBs? Thank you for answering beforehand. Sky Kitty, that is a great question. They are called Gunpower SMT 24 targets. They are expensive. When I actually bought the 3 that I have, they were $650. They're now $750, and they can be quite hard to get hold of in the US. Evite used to stock them. I think at the moment they're out of stock. I get a huge amount of comments from people saying like, what is that? Where do I buy it? On especially TikToks actually that I post, but YouTube shorts, anything that I show them off in. They are really, really fun. I'd say in terms of training, what they are very good at is like muscle memory for target acquisition. Like for instance, when I have my pistol and I draw it from my holster, what I have noticed a big update and change in, I don't want to get out a pistol because the stream's going to get taken down, but I would show you normally, is not having to necessarily think, oh, where is that red dot or where is my BB going to go? Just the speed of pulling it, having my arm in the right position, having something that's going to go in onto a zone. Really, really good. Not so good in terms of training at like movement, because what you'll find is if you play Airsoft a lot, like you're taking shots from different positions, and a lot of it is like you're walking, you're running, you're stopping, you're peering around corners, and that range is not necessarily good for that kind of training. It is very good in terms of just like trigger control, reloads, just like practicing reloads, just firing, and then just like doing some kind of reload. So it's very good at training for certain things. I actually have the 3 targets because you can link up to 3 of them. And so there's only some of the programs that they have where you link all 3, and then you basically can run one program on them and then it will like pop targets up on different screens. I really like those because it kind of keeps you a little bit, keeps you on the ball. Otherwise you get to know the programs, you know where targets are going to pop up, you know what you have to do. I like it for zeroing optics. I definitely just used to use that, but I would say the Ace Tech Align Mentor is by far in a way better than that for that kind of thing. So if you're like, I just want a smart target optic that is going to smart target screen that is going to allow me to like zero something, go with the Align Mentor. It's a lot cheaper and it's going to just get you better at shooting. You can do it in the same way a lot. Those things are super diverse. They've actually weirdly in the last like 3 months started doing a lot more work with it. They've updated the actual firmware on there. They started releasing new like programs or little like games that are on there, which they hadn't done in a while. So I don't know why they've started doing that, but it's definitely made it a lot better. I'm on this kind of like tester program now where they're like releasing new games to play, and it is really, really fun. It's great for videos. It's great for friends coming around. So I really, really like them, but I'm in a very fortunate position where I can afford to buy them and I can afford to keep them. It's not going to be probably something you're going to use the same amount as your PlayStation. Second part of your question was how do you get the BBs or keep the BBs in that position? The answer to that is there is like a little tray that's underneath, kind of has a little rubberized strip to it. And when the BBs hit the screen, a lot of the velocity comes out of it. They have little kind of cover wing areas at the side, and a lot of those get caught if it's going off at an angle, and they will drop down into the tray. Probably catches about 75-80% of them. The rest of them will bounce out, so you've got to kind of be aware. I've got one of those like shark vacuums, so I just have that like next to it. So every so often I'll just go and like hoover up basically what the BBs that are there. I really, really like them, but I don't think necessarily it's going to improve your like quickness of your shots and like how fast you can just get on target. It's not necessarily going to improve your gameplay going to an airsoft field and suddenly you're like this incredible ninja who's running around killing everyone. Definitely is not going to do that. So hopefully that's a long way to answer it. You could do some green tan styles too. That way people can wear them in games. At least that's how your fields works around here. Absolutely, mate. I think let me just double check, but I think on the hoodie, we have, where is it? Oh, I've actually lost one of my cameras there, which isn't good. I'll go turn that on and off again in a second. But on the Badger hoodie, Have I only got black? No. We've got, okay, on the Badger jumper, I've got some different colors. I did actually, I think on the Badger hoodie have another one that was a different color. I will go and check that right after this stream, mate, and I will see if I can put up a couple of greens and tans, because that's a great idea, and I don't know why that hasn't shown on there. Like, what is kind of cool is that the logo is literally just that white like outline there, so it basically just kind of can go onto anything. Obviously it's going to look better, I think, on blacks, etc. I always wear black anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at. Frag Customs, great to see you, mate. Welcome in Greece. Frag Customs makes me think you make kind of like grenades. That'd be kind of cool. Keep the beard. The white patch matches your logo. I know, mate. I've got this white patch that like grows out in my beard. It's so weird. It's like one zone here that does it. Okay, so little updates, guys, on the channel. Obviously, new logos, patches are coming. They'll be here in the next like 30 days. I'm probably going to have like a discounted rate for members, so members can order it, but I'm going to be shipping it all myself, which is just a bit more of a hassle. This gear that you can order, the Badger gear, which is the merch, it's printed in the country you're in. I choose basically like the designs, the styles, and actually the quality of the product, but it's printed in your country, so the shipping's a lot cheaper, and I don't have to send it out myself. That's all done as part of it, which makes it a lot easier. So hopefully that's going to be a lot better for people living in the UK, for instance. They can actually get hold of some of the stuff. I also have like a Badger mat, which is like a work mat, which I have got coming. I just want to test that it actually works quite well in terms of the quality of it, but I think that could be very, very cool. Other things that actually I've got coming this year, you may have seen, but I've been doing videos on this, which is the Oakley Meta Vanguards. These things are really, really cool. And what I actually found out last night after someone in the community made a message is that these actually are apparently Z87 and Z87 Plus rated. I didn't realize that, but apparently they are Z87 rated, so I can technically use them in a game. So I'm thinking about potentially going and shooting these. I kind of want to make sure that I can get some replacement lenses in case they shatter, but there will be a future video where I am basically going to stick it out here and probably shoot it point blank and just seeing if I can do it. I am at the moment using them as kind of like eye protection just when I'm on my smart targets and doing whatever, because I can record. But that's kind of something that we're going with. I actually just went and got a new mic this morning, so I'm hoping that the quality of the mic is no, guys, but I had a couple of you guys, which is great that someone did this, but they wrote some feedback just saying like the mic quality is not that good right now, seems to be looping or just making some weird noises, so maybe look at your mic. I went and got an upgraded version, so I'm hoping that this is now better, so please let me know if that's the case. Hold on, let me just get onto this. DJ, you're listening, but you're at work. I love the commitment, mate. Thank you. Half is on PC. Hey, what's up, Badger? What's good, Badger? I'm good, mate. How are you? Where are you in the world? If you could let me know, that would be great. I found Oakley stuff isn't as high quality as it used to be. Hopefully, we are seeing them returning to the good stuff. Gaz, my only real experience with the Oakley stuff is the M frames that I use, and I love them. They work really well. They've always worked well. These have always been great quality. I've shot them or got shot in them at very, very close range, and they've never been bad. These so far, I am really, really impressed with. I did a follow-up video, I think yesterday, day before yesterday, and I basically had nothing but good stuff to say about them. Like the audio quality on this is amazing. I actually went for my run this morning, and audio was phenomenal. It's just like, you're not wearing headphones, you're just listening. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, if it continues like that, that's great. Apparently they're also like waterproof, you know, like down to a certain distance. So I could actually take these surfing. I have also considered that and being like, how cool would that be actually just to go surfing in it? I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I've got some other tech coming. I actually just received this, which I am super excited about. So I don't really want to give it away too much. But here's like a little teaser of this. This is from Tacteg, the company that you may have seen that I got this smart target from. Not smart target. I got this motion activated mine from. This thing is their latest device, and I'm really, really excited. I literally just got it through the door, so I just put it on charge. But this basically is a similar device where instead of being motion activated, this is remote mine detonated. So I have a button here, and this is basically a remote mine. When I hit the button, this thing revolves or moves, and it's going to release this adjustable Velcro strap. And now I can put anything in here, anything that is a impact grenade, a sound grenade, anything that either gets dropped onto the floor and will go bang, or alternatively, I can get a Thunder Bee and just wrap the thing. And obviously then I've got this contained. I can remove the pin, and as soon as I see someone go wherever I want to have my remote mine go off, I can just hit this button. This thing rotates, this pings off, and the Thunder Bee releases. That spoon obviously then flies up, and it's going to be going off in a matter of a couple of seconds or however long your Thunder Bee takes. So I'm about to do a video on this, just testing it and showing you guys how it works. But the other cool thing is that these guys have really thought this out. They've got like a, what do you call it? Dovetail like mounting system here. So basically you can just print different versions of this dovetail mount. So we can basically stick this onto like a mount in the ground. We could stick this onto a mount in, you know, to like wrap around some stuff with more Velcro. I can stick this onto a little mount on my belt, so I could carry like 10 of these and then just have them all set up wherever I wanted to, and then just remote detonate them. So this, I think, is taking this motion sense thing, and I think this thing's amazing because it works really well, but it almost goes a little too far in like the complication of it. Whereas this next one, like there's the dovetail, so I can just put that on there. Works the same as this. This thing is going to be so versatile where anywhere I go, I could literally just have already a Thunder Bee wrapped into this. I can just pop it on somewhere. I don't even have to attach it if it's a Thunder Bee. I could just put it on the ground, and then I've basically just got like a Claymore mine that I can set off where I want. Anyway, I'm very, very excited for this. So, I don't know, like you guys can tell me what your thoughts are, but I've got stuff like this, which is coming. I actually just got the new Novridge Smart Target system delivered about an hour ago. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a review of that. I've got a vlog style gameplay video that's coming of me going to Battle Lab, which again, I'm like super excited about because that is kind of more of that like day in the life of me going to play Airsoft. So that should be coming out in the next 2 days. I've still got 3 different videos from the UK that I'm currently editing, and those are all gameplays because I get a huge amount of people saying, hey, can we have more gameplays? Those are also coming. And then I've also got a very, very cool different one coming on Wednesday. So in 2 days, basically from Action Airsoft, I ordered a VFC gas blowback, which I think could be like a budget back gas blowback, or like the best option. If you're wanting to get a gas blowback, I think this could be one of the best options. So I don't want to give too much away again, but this gas blowback and then 2 mags, VFC actual mags that's made by VFC came, and it cost me like $280. Obviously then I'm paying shipping and I'm paying tariffs, but $280 basically to get a gas blowback M4 like AR base replica with 2 mags is probably the cheapest I've seen to be able to get into it. So I get that question a lot. It's like, oh, if I wanted to get into gas blowbacks, what's like a budget gas blowback I can buy that's still good? And that is going to be like a video I'm making. So yeah, we'll see if that goes. Sorry guys, I'm missing comments here. Evening buddy RO. Art, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. I'm very, very excited. Art keeps sending me videos of this Ranger Wood site in the UK where they're building a COD map, and it looks very, very cool. So I'm very, very excited. Yeah, it was mainly the boots, gloves, etc. that seemed to suffer. Oh, in terms of Oakley stuff. Okay, that's good to know. IMNJ is making, I think, some rude comments. I don't know if that's, I don't understand what you're saying there, so I'm just not going to repeat it. Hafiz on PC, been watching your videos of recent, mate. Super insightful stuff. Started airsofting as of 5 months ago and loving it. Thank you, mate, and welcome to the hobby, the sport. It's great to have like new people joining. So anything I can ever do, drop me some questions or whatever it is. I've been trying to get all comments on the channel answered in the last week, and I think I'm almost there, so we should be pretty good with that. Cutter, great to see you, mate. I think you said you'd ordered one of the beanies from the Badger beanies, so you may be the first person to get one of those, so please let me know what you think of it when you get it, because I'm very excited to see what you think. Gaz 258, why you here and not making content? I'm starving. Darren, I don't know why you're talking to Gaz about that. Oh yes, he's just like that. Keep talking. I don't know what that means either. Okay, you guys are having a chat, so that's fine. And then again, I'm NJ is making again some pretty weird comments, but you have said, can I ask a question? Absolutely, mate. You can ask a question. Cutter, did it arrive, your Badger beanie? Can you look at the camera and count down from 5? Why is that, Matty? I don't really want you to record me counting down from 5 into that. Joshua Landers, so ping me if you need a mod again. Yeah, Josh, I think we do need a mod. Because I'm NJ seems to be funny, but apparently he's not. It says Kick here, and I actually just started streaming on Kick, so maybe that's why it's like someone coming over from Kick. Anyway, guys, if you are a member of the channel, we are going to be doing 2 giveaways. It will be done in the usual format. So oh, Josh blocked him. Good, mate. Thank you very much. I don't know. Josh, have you blocked him? If they have blocked him, that's good. I don't know. Do I give mod status? Moderation activity. I don't know how. Community moderation. I'm going into some like thing. I can't really do it while I'm live streaming because you guys would just be turning around to me saying like, what's going on here? This is very annoying. Yeah, I've got you guys. Yeah, I've got you guys mod status on the actual Discord. And if any of you guys are watching or not on Discord, go and join the Discord. But I don't think I have anyone on mod status on the actual video. Okay, I'm NJ says, I'm sorry, it's your accent. Okay, well, mate, let's just keep it PC because this is like an Airsoft channel. So I understand it's funny and it's great you're commenting because it's going to help the video. But yeah. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do now is do the giveaway. If you guys haven't been here for a giveaway before, if you are a member of the channel, you are included in the giveaways whenever I do them. And I haven't been doing them for the last like month because I've been away, but we're back on them like fully. And so the giveaways, basically what that means is that we are going to be doing different giveaways. Today we're going to do the old original, which is you get to pick whatever 3D printed item that you want and I will print that for you. So if you're a member and you're a squad member, then you basically get one name put into this Wheel of Fortune style. I'm actually going to turn that other camera on so you can see me quickly. One sec. Okay, sorry. So for some reason that camera shut down. So I'm hoping that we should be back up and happy again. Yeah, okay, so here we are. So basically if you are a channel member, and you are a squad member like Busby here or BU5ZY, your name is included on this wheel one time. If you are like Joshua Landers and Elite Operator, then your name is included 3 times. Those are the 2 tiers of membership. And so what we're going to do basically is just, these are all the members right now. We're actually down, I think, to maybe 16 members from 20. So that's my fault for just not keeping up with all the stuff we do. But if your name is on here, then I'm just going to do this little shuffle. The names are going to be here and I'm just going to hit this and it's just a random generator. It is going to select one of you guys and that person on the first one is going to be choosing whatever 3D printed item that they would like me to print. I will print it. Here's some options that I'm just showing you guys, which I've done in the past. Here is a Difrico style grip. Which has come out quite nicely. I can do stuff for you like camera mounts. So that is like a Picatinny rail mount, which will allow you to attach your GoPro if that's what you're needing. Here is a suppressor. If that's what you want to print, then I'll get that and printed for you. And then here, for instance, is a Saiga 12 SBS M-Lock rail from Bastard Labs is another kind of thing that if you wanted, I could print that to you and I will send it to you. If you're not in the US, you will have to pay the shipping. But if you're in the US, I will ship it to you as well. And then the second giveaway that we're going to do is even better. That is going to be a giveaway which is for the merch store, which is now live. So on here, what will happen is I will pull your name. You will contact me on Discord, Instagram, and or wherever you want to contact me as the member. And what I will do is give you a $30 gift card to the Badger store. You can see some of the stuff here is slightly more than $30, but some of it isn't. So you can get yourself some Badger merch if you want to get one thing. If you want to get a couple of things, that's completely up to you. But it will give you basically $30 to spend on the Badger store. And so hopefully that is of interest to you guys as well. Just basically getting like cool, like interesting different things. Guys, if you can stop this on the chat, it's really kind of annoying. Yeah, and everyone there, if you can just like report them, that would be really cool. I'm trying to think, like, let's see if I can just do moderation now. Moderation activity will be shown. Let's just see if we can get rid of this guy. Okay. Make me a mod and I'll bounce them. I don't know how to do that, unfortunately, Cutter. I'm like trying to work that out now, how I can do it. Community moderation. Let's just see if I can do invite. Let me just see a manager and editor, subtitle editor, viewer. No. Let me just see what else we can do. Like, let me see. Can I just kick them myself? Oh yeah, okay. Put user in timeout for 24 hours. There we go. And what was the other one? YT Matty. Here we go. YT Matty, if you want to buy stuff, you can go and buy it from the 6mm Badger.store. Okay, so I think, guys, that is them gone. So who's the third one, Gaz? Gaz, let me know who the third one is, but I think those two now, YT Matty. Okay, Nishu. Okay, Nishu as well, apparently. Oh, hold on. By doing that, I have now worked out how to make you a moderator. You can manage blocked words and also has capabilities of stand moderation. I'll make you a managing moderator, Cutter. There you go. And Josh, you can have that as well, mate, because I know you are also very, very good at doing that. So add as a moderator, managing moderator. All right, guys, you guys have just had promotions, so hopefully you can help me out a bit there because I think that's going to help. Everett, don't start. I don't know what it is. Somehow today, we've never, ever had that before where like people have just jumped in and started making like sexual comments on the actual stream. So anyway, it's a bit of a build up, guys, for you to be able to do this very, very cool, hold on. We can do this very, very cool giveaway. So if you want to have a look here, I'm just going to show you on here quickly. Here's everyone's names. For instance, here's Josh Donnelly, here's Jake Alexander, Ollie No, DJ, who was chatting here, Cutter, who was here. I'm just going to do another little shuffle. So everyone's names here are all mixed up. This first person who wins is going to select whatever they would like me to 3D print for them. That could be something that I've 3D printed. You could download a file and go and like send it to me, whatever you want to do. So I am going to do the selection of this person in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drum roll. Everyone gets excited. Da, da, da. And the person is Prime Tech Customs. Prime, congratulations, mate. I will write your name down, except I don't have a way to write right now. So I'll remember that. I can look back on the video. At least this live will be up there so I can have a look and then you can have a go at that. So we're going to close that. We're going to keep you in the running. But Prime Tech, congratulations, mate, for that. Message me on Discord and just let me know what you want. Oh, look at this, Cutter and Josh. You guys have now got little spanners next to your name. That must be pretty cool. PewTube, loving the new more corporate logo. Thanks, mate. Yeah, got a lot of really, really good feedback on that. So thank you very much for this. I suspect the stream has been shared on Script Kiddie Wannabe chat. Gaz, I think actually it's because I basically started streaming on Kick as well. So Kick was another one that Kick was another one that basically apparently is just a really big growing thing. So I'm streaming on Twitch, on Kick, on X, and on YouTube all at the same time. So that's where it's at. Okay, G67K. I have a bone to pick with you for bastardizing that VFC AK-74U. It has one of the most beautiful original furniture on a gun possible, and you got to try to black gun it up with a modern A. I don't know, G67, mate, you can probably do your build the way you want to do it. I think trying to like modernize it is kind of cool. I think I can definitely agree. Like, I like the wood on it massively. The wood for me is actually, I'll come out of here so you guys can see it properly. The wood is really, really beautiful. Like, and the VFC have done an incredible job on it. I would love to keep it, but I just don't have the ability to mount stuff on it. And so that for me is like the big change for me. So for right now, I can't get it out and show it to you on stream, but I love the KPYK furniture on there. It literally feels incredible. The lightweightness of it is great. You're going to hate me even more. I've got a VFC Picatinny rail adapter that's coming to put on a stock adapter put on the back. And then I also am going to play around with different like pick stocks to put on there. So it's going to change even more. I have actually gone back to the original stock from the one that I installed like in that video before. I just didn't like the way it felt, so I've actually gone back. I've got the triangle stock on it, but I would keep the wood if I could find a way to mount a flashlight on the wood. I just haven't been able to find like a good way of doing that, so that's kind of where I am. Can you show how your 360 camera looks on your helmet? I can, mate. I've actually done quite a few videos on it, but I've actually got it here, so I will for you. This is my helmet. So that's the mount that I have on the side. This has got a little Picatinny rail, but whatever mount you have on here, you can just put a camera mount. I then mount it like this on here. And basically it sticks right in that position. I actually went over this recently in the video I did yesterday, so you can actually see it very clearly in that video I did yesterday. But I will always kind of align this slightly off. I'll do it the right way. Slightly off so that this actual lens is facing in towards, and it's not like straight on, because that means anything there is going to have a stitch line. So I'll kind of like put it there. So that's kind of where it normally is for me. It's kind of like Nod's level in terms of like how far out it sticks. Doesn't really get in the way. Sometimes if I'm ducking under things, I just have to be careful. But I could flick it out there if I want to, but it gives me basically view everywhere. So that's kind of where I mount it. I've also played around with mounting it on my actual Nod's mount here. I don't like the view of it as much. I really like the location being like where it is there. So that's where at the moment I'm mounting it. I do also have other options, which is when I'm shooting content. I have this as well. So this is like an arm basically. I just cut a hole into my helmet cover, put on this little sticker mount, and then I've also got another one here so I can kind of do like a third person view over the shoulder. That one hasn't worked out quite as well, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this one at the moment. That's not to play with. This is just for at-home content to kind of get like a little like almost drone shot looking back at you. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if that does. We might have a fallout. It's an AK, yeah, duct tape. Yeah, duct tape. I could do it, but I don't know. To me, then you're kind of like ruining it a little bit. It's got this beautiful wood burlap cloth strips wrap. I actually have done that like on my. I actually used to do that on my Sega 12 SBS. I just got like a kind of like cloth wrap. Again, though, it just isn't as good. Are you going to do more gameplay reviews? Yes, I've got a gameplay, which is like a vlog style gameplay, which should be coming out tomorrow or the next day, which I'm editing right now. And then I have 3 more gameplays from the UK, which I'm again just editing. It just takes a while, so it's just annoying. At the very least, to try to keep it Russian modern, change the can to a PBS1 or a Putnik, do a Zenitco. Yeah, so I've got the KPYK grip on it, and at the moment it's got a triangular stock on it. So it is at the moment. The only thing that is different is the silo entertainment e-shooter flare smoky can on the front, and that's obviously not like AK style, but I actually think that looks pretty good on it. So that's where that one is right now. I don't really like the KPYK stock. It's too busy for me, like kind of looks too heavy and too much going on. Zenitco, I think it's just a bit overdone for me as well. So that's where I'm with those. Do you have a mount for wearing a baseball cap? If you do, you want to use, if you don't want to use the helmet. Gaz, I do have a mount, I don't use it. The camera's fairly heavy. Like it's not heavy, but it weighs enough that it's just going to be a bit annoying on the cap. So generally, I actually just always go for a helmet now. I used to not actually do that at all. I would wear other stuff, but I actually now do a helmet. And the main reason actually is because of this X-Fog unit on the back of it. I just want that ability to get rid of fogging. And so if I have a cap, I could do that as well, but it's just a bit more difficult to do it. So I generally am just going for that. Badger, you have access to try any GHK replicas. PewTube, I don't yet. I actually am very interested to buy one of their new AKs because of the mag with the new gas system in it that I really, really want to test out and look at. That's like kind of my one that I want to do. And the other one that I want to do is actually test out their MCX line. I kind of want to get their MCX like rattler, the RSAR kind of like little short grip. Those are the two that I've got my eye on for the moment, but I've heard great things. Axios Customs, who actually did my Salvo Precision Rattler, have said that they've got the GHK HK416, the one with the new rail on it, and they said the quality on it and the like action in it is amazing. So I kind of want to buy one of those, but I kind of almost just want to hold off for the Spear LT and the AKs there and just do like some comparison videos for you guys. Have you ever played up in Scotland, Michael? I haven't, mate. I would love to. I've never played in Scotland. I've been to Scotland multiple times, but I've never actually played there. Check out the gameplay at Reindeer Games, please. Thanks. AFT Godfather, if you drop a link in the Discord, I've got the Discord server that's actually got submissions for gameplay. So if you just go and drop it in there, I'll take a look at it and see if I can. Yeah, Michael's giving you a secondary division to do to visit Scotland. Okay, guys, I'm going to do the next members giveaway just because we're at 45 minutes in and you guys are going to be like, I don't want to sit here forever. I will continue to chat and just talk to you guys because this is enjoyable. But I'm going to do the giveaway for the $30 gift card. So as I did say, what that is going to be is basically on the 6mm Badger gear, 6mm Badger store. You guys can all go here and buy gear. It would be great. You'd support the channel. You'd spread the love. But you will basically get a $30 gift card, which I'm just going to send you in an email format, which will just be a code. And you'll be able to basically order whatever item you want from here. This is where you guys are right now on the live stream, but here's the actual website right now. So any feedback on how you want to make it better, let me know. But I'm going to do the selection right now for the member who is going to win a $30 gift card to the merch store. And I'm going to roll it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. James Chelikas, congratulations, mate, James. So we've had Prime who won the 3D print of their choice, and then James, you are now the winner of a $30 gift card. If you message me on the Discord or message me on Instagram, I will get that over to you, mate, instantly. That's the great thing with this, is I don't have to like ship anything. I can just straight away go and give it to you. So congratulations, James. If everyone in the chat can just say well done, James, that'd be awesome. Make him feel great if he's rewatching this, because I don't think he's in the live chat right now. But yeah, I'll get that over to you, mate, and then I'd love to see what you end up ordering from the Discord, from the Birch store. You would need a counterweight. I think I didn't think of that, Gaz. I don't know what you're talking. Yeah, it's Gaz, exactly. And it's just like I would put one of those small little Insta360 Go 3S like cameras on there, easy. But with the like 360, it's just a bit more chunk to mount. It works perfectly on a helmet. So that's kind of, I found this like very good location where I seem to get all of the content I want from it right now. It's taken a while to get there, but I do really like it. Your favorite PCC gas blowback, any PCC gas blowback that you want but you don't have yet? Frag, that's a good question. I kind of want to get the new Toxicant, what's it called? The 9PC, I think they call it. It's the Strike Industries one. It's basically a PPK20. Why am I saying that wrong? It's like their, 9mm AK. I'm kind of interested in that just because I have a load of mags for the Well Pro version that I would just be able to use on that. Apparently it takes the Well Pro PP19, PPK20 mags. So I kind of want to do that. That's kind of one of the PCCs. The other ones, I'm trying to think. At the moment, no. I've got a lot, like my MPXK, I absolutely love that thing. The APFG one, that's amazing. The SPC9 from Maruyama, I love that thing. I don't as much love the MP9 from Maruyama. I don't think that's as good as the SPC9. But other than that one, I can't think. There's other stuff like a Rattler that I do kind of want, like an Aspire LT version Rattler, but that's obviously going to be a 5.56. That's not really a PCC. Trying to think what other ones that I would actually like at the moment. Most of the stuff that I'm getting is like ARs or like full primaries in terms of like the rounds that they're using or the imitation rounds. Yeah, that's probably it. Let me know if there's anything else you think I should get. It's brilliant up here for Airsoft. Yeah, Michael, I'd love to go and play, mate. All the mountains and the hills. It would be really, really cool just to go and test it out. I have one of the Acriva T56-1 gas blowbacks. Take a look at. It's coming. Okay, I'm interested to see what that's like. I've thought about that a lot. The other one I've also thought about getting recently is the VFC FAL. The newer like style version with the M-Lock like handguard on it. Airsoft GI are stocking them right now, and I have been tempted by that just because it's a little bit different. But it's another one where I'm like, I'll buy it and it'll just sit on the shelf. Like it'll sit on my shelf for however long, and that's not ideal. So I don't know. That's kind of one. Neither Darren, similar to GHK but not identical, made in Norinco factory. What's your thoughts on 3D printed parts? I've got a gas blowback UMP. I want to extend the front end. Michael, I make 3D printed parts all the time. I think UMP it'll be fine for because you've kind of got a polymer like frame for it. I do think you need to be careful about what you're gonna, what polymer you're gonna use and how quickly you're doing it. I'm actually printing one right now. If you want to see this, I will show you. Will this show you here? Yeah, so you can see I'm printing one right now. This is actually a grip, which I just found, and I kind of like the look of it. So this is being printed in ASA, so kind of like a nicer filament. And this is going to be done in 2 hours and 6 minutes. So it's going to take a bit of time to get it there. But I 3D print parts all the time. My Sega 12 SBS has a full 3D printed front rail. So does my other Sega 12K. So yeah, I like them. It just, you have to do it right. That's the thing. And do it with like a material that's, it may go wrong a few times, or, it's just going to take a bit longer, but kind of do it and do it right. Let me just see. Is the Scato C2 the best pistol for that price range? Welcome to the channel, mate, to start with, BU5ZY. Thank you for joining, mate. It's great to have you here. I think it's amazing. I have to say that is right now still my favorite pistol. For the price point especially, it's a nightmare to get the orange tip off if you're in the US. But other than that, accuracy out of the box, like how snappy it is, it's just great. So yeah, I would say for the price point, for sure, it's amazing. You can very easily put an optic on it. You can put a suppressor on it or a tracer unit. Yeah, I absolutely love it. AAFT Godfather, I believe it's in the description for this video. So if you go down into the description, the Discord link is right there and you can just hit that link and buy it. The VFC FAL series are perfect. I mean, that's good to know. And thank you, Joshua, for putting up the link. Oh, that's another great thing. You can actually put links up now as well. Which is awesome. So thank you, mate, for doing that. That's really cool. Yeah, and it's a beautiful gun, Everett. That's a very good point. Staccato C2 is, yeah, it's pretty stunning, I have to say. I would love to get it out. It's sitting in this little door behind me, but I can't really get it out because YouTube love to turn around and say you're showing something and I'm going to take down the stream. I'm trying to think what else you guys want to discuss now, because that's kind of, we've come to the end of the questions. We've been going for like 45, 50 minutes, so this is a bit of a longer stream. I will try and be back again on Monday with another one. And I will have, again, videos coming out every single day as I have done for a long time. Again, I just want to say a massive thank you, everyone, for the growth this year. 15,000 subscribers in a year is pretty crazy. And obviously, like, I've kind of found a groove, I think, in terms of like creating just regular content that's coming out very regularly, i.e. once a day, and trying to put out multiple shorts a day. But without you guys like supporting, giving feedback, saying, hey, maybe you should do this a bit differently, maybe that doesn't work quite well. And some of you guys have been with the channel for like 5 years now, and it's pretty awesome just to kind of have grown it with you guys, and having so much input from you along the way is pretty awesome. Sorry, a few more questions. Any experience with the EMG GHM9G gas blowback? So I don't know if it's the EMG one, but I have got the GHM9, which is from, they've probably licensed it under EMG now, so it probably is the same one. I do have a GHM9G. I think it's fine. I would have liked to like it a lot more. There's something about like loading Glock mags into like a PCC that I just am not the biggest fan of. It's so like mag dependent on it, and because it's not made by Elite Force, who make a very, very good Glock mag and a very, very good Glock platform, it just hasn't been as like awesome as I thought it would be. I've done videos on it. You can see them if you want to go back and look at the stuff. I would say you can buy it very cheap. I've replaced nearly all of the parts on the externals, i.e. like metal upper, metal front end, metal barrel. I know they all come in plastic, and that's kind of good because it's like, you know, an affordable price point. But I don't love it, I have to say. Like, it's one of those ones which is just sat on the side. So that's my thoughts. Hello, mate. How do you maintain your guns, and have you you have stored back in the UK? Seals need to be lubed, etc. So mate, I basically had just lubed it before I left. I've got them in gun bags stored away in like a little storage area in my flat there. I go back maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So every time I go back, I'll just like re-lube the seals on the mags, etc. But it should be absolutely fine. Like, they're not in a very, very cold or very, very hot environment. I have got a tiny bit of gas left in the magazines. I don't have the mags loaded, so the springs aren't like compressed. I cleaned, like not deep cleaned, but I cleaned them before I left. So that was just to maintain and like keep them, like, you know, not have mud sitting into them. But to be honest, it wasn't actually that dirty wherever I played. There wasn't that much mud, so it wasn't too bad. It's not as dusty as it is here in Southern California. So for that, I've just kind of left them there. When I go back, I'll just put some silicone oil on the O-rings, etc. And I'll just probably give it a clean before I use it, zero in everything, tighten everything up. But that's kind of where I was. Sorry, I was mooching in the Discord having just joined. Okay, Gaz, I'll go and check that out in a second, mate. I have a Staccato Perfect 11 coming in CO2. Can't wait for it. I've got a bin of upgrades waiting. Yeah, I can't say that. It's going to be a cool one. I love very compact pistols generally, so I don't go for like the Perfect 11, but this Staccato, that's the same platform and it's amazing, so you're going to love it. To be honest, I found you can leave stuff for years and it's fine as long as you leave some gas in the mags. Yeah, Gaz. The stuff that I have here, there's stuff that I haven't used for a long, long time, and I forget to like go in and like lube stuff or change it, and I get it out and it's absolutely fine. So I'm not too worried about the stuff I've left in the UK. I was there in October, so 3 months ago. I'll be back probably in March, trying to get some more games in. So I just need to book that trip to do it. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Just make sure you disconnect your batteries if you're running AEGs, and just keep a bit of gas in the old the mags. Hope to see you at SCCB when you return back to the UK. South Coast CQB, was that scientific? What's SCCB? I'm terrible for leaving things for 10 years untouched, Gaz. Yeah, that's pretty good. I am very much looking forward to coming back and playing in the UK. I need to get the videos out from where I have played in the UK. The thing is, like, all of the footage is sitting on this camera. So I have all this 360 footage, and I'm just going back through it, having to re-watch all of the footage, which is actually quite good fun, and then pointing the camera, selecting that video, then I'm having to put it in an editor, then I'm having to condense it down, cut it. So it's just taking a long time, which is just, I just get bored. Yeah, South Coast CQB, Scientific, I loved that site, so 100% mate, I'll be back there. I've got a friend who I went and played the incursion tunnels with. He saw some of the footage of me playing there and was like, I need to go and play there. I have to say that field for me, proportional wise, is like perfect. i.e. you've got buildings with a lot of CQB, you've got some outdoor areas, you've got gaps between the buildings which are big but not too big, where you've just got kind of like killing zone fields, you know, where it's like, oh, if someone's got that little area covered, there's no way you can move. It's kind of proportionally laid out in that kind of like barracks situation, like perfectly. So I'm very excited to get back to that field and to play it again, and I'll have some more content coming. I played with a guy called Harvey there who was a really nice guy. I met him on the day and like kind of showed me around the site and played with me, and it was, yeah, it was really, really cool. I couldn't do gameplay footage with that exact rigid and editing, worrying about cameras being on, etc. Yeah, Gaz, that's why I like doing this kind of content, chatting with you guys more. It's just more fun for me, and I just don't have the attention span or don't enjoy editing. So going back and doing all the editing stuff is just, yeah, it's just annoying. Since you live in America now, do you think you could try to get rid of your accent? Lol, just curious. Tim's, I've been here for 10 years now, mate, and it's funny because Americans think I sound super English. Some of my English friends think I sound slightly American in my accent. The accent, I think, is actually really helpful here. For some reason, Americans like my accent, which is really nice, because I think there's lots of accents that probably wouldn't have the same effect, and I haven't done anything to get it. This is just how I grew up. My kids, though, I think are having an effect on my accent. They are very not very American sounding, but they are more and more American sounding day by day, just because they're at school, they're around tons of American people, and that's how they speak. We have certain words like water, which they'll say correctly. I think me talking to them regularly is actually meaning that my accent, I'm like subconsciously becoming more Americanized. I've had a couple of my friends recently who've seen some Instagram posts I put on my personal account, and they're like, you're sounding so American in that video. So I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Scientific. You have a Surrey accent with a US inflection. Yeah, so I grew up in southwest London, very close to Surrey, and I went to boarding school in Surrey. So that's pretty much spot on, I think, is where you've got that. Gaz, it's why all my videos are one take with no edits. Yeah, that's exactly me. That's why I have literally no editing, and I start my video and I end it, and then I just make little clips from it to do other stuff. I actually love the accent. I was just curious if you switch it out from time to time when you go places or anything. Yeah, so I think, Tim, when I go back to the UK, I naturally just speak with a stronger English accent. I think when I'm here and I'm not thinking about it and I'm just surrounded by Americans, my wife's American, I naturally fall into a bit more of like a English accent with some kind of Americanisms to it. Badger is one of our highly trained sleeper agents. Should a time arise where we're scraggly, fancy having America back, I'm here to move in. Yeah, and I've got a big arsenal to back me up, mate. So it's how I do it. I sneakily say, oh, this is all Airsoft stuff, and da-da-da-da-da. American government, don't look at me. I'm actually now a US and a UK citizen, so that's quite a weird feeling. Revy Whitey, yo Badger, how you doing? I'm great, mate. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hope you're good as well. Cutter, just watch some negative Airsoft videos, mate, and practice. Yeah, he's got a bit of a different English accent than me, and I do very much enjoy his take on stuff. Yeah, he's definitely... It's good watching UK content creators. Again, similar with like Jaeger Precision. I really like that guy. I went and played with him. Awesome guy. But he's got like a Birmingham accent, and that's a very different accent to me. Even though we're both English accents, they vary so much. So much more than US accents do. It would probably take me 10 years for me to get through your collection. Yeah, Darren, it's pretty bad. I do need to stop getting rid of some of the stuff and like kind of not getting rid of it, but like making room for other stuff. And so there are some ideas for how to do that, and I'd love your guys' ideas. I do want to include it in kind of the membership thing. It's just at the moment I haven't found it viable I've got like what 16 members in the channel all paying a couple of dollars a month, and so that's great and the support is amazing. But for then a lot of these replicas that I've got, I've put so much time and money into them because I've stopped doing the mystery boxes, which I was giving away before. Now these replicas have got, you know, like a couple of $1,000s in them. And so for me to basically give away a $2,000 gun for like that level of like membership that we have is really hard. So I've been thinking about different ways to do it. That is one way, is just to do a giveaway for a member randomly and just do the build with all the replicas and attachments, but it's going to be a couple of $1,000s. The other thing I was thinking about doing is almost starting a thing around the merch where for every dollar that someone spends on merch, it's going to give them like an entry into like a giveaway. I've seen people do it with like electric bikes and stuff like that on YouTube channels before. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting idea, because obviously that will drive sales of the merch. It's going to get the brand out there more. It's going to just kind of spread the name of the brand. So it's worthwhile for the giveaway for me to be giving away that value. And also I want to have more space to buy more replicas so that I can like do some more review videos for you guys. So yeah, like a merch raffle is kind of, yeah, where I'm thinking it is. So yeah, every bit of merch that someone buys, it puts their name into like a random name generator, kind of like we do for the members giveaways, but for something. And then maybe we spend like 2 months saying to people, hey, you know, if you buy stuff and you spend however much, then you're going to be included in this giveaway. I don't know. I love ideas from you guys to give it to me. Michael, good night, dudes, and thanks for the advice regarding the 3D printing. 100%, mate. Michael, have a good night in Scotland. Right now, it's probably, what, 10 p.m. for you? So sleep well, and yeah, let me know. Any other questions that you have, let me know, and I'm always happy to jump on it. 10 minutes walking will get you a new accent in the UK. Yeah, 20 minutes walking, 100%. It's so weird, and it varies more depending on certain areas, but yeah, it's so strange. And you can always tell, you know what's interesting is I live in the US, and I can always like almost see a British person before I hear it. Like how they carry themselves, something about what they're wearing. I don't know what it is. And then just one word out of their mouth and it kind of confirms it. And I can see the same in their face. They kind of like have this weird like moment where it's like, oh, you're like me. You know, it's like it's very, very strange. Revi YT, any more videos about the Staccato C2? I can do, mate. Just let me know what you want to know about it and what you want to see. I love that pistol. I've done kind of like a follow-up video and an unboxing video on it. But if you want specific stuff answered, drop it in the Discord and I'll try and get on that. Always want more video ideas. So for stuff that you guys want me to go through and to like show you, then do it. I have a couple of videos. I'm going to jump off in a second, but I have a couple of videos I'm going to shoot today and like try and get through that and try and get those up. So, you know, yeah, let me know on that. If you did get rid of some of the replicas, you should at least take parts out before discarding them. I would, Everett, but then it's like, it's not getting rid of, it would be giving away, Everett. It's like giving away the replica. I'm not going to throw it in the bin. I'm actually going to give it to someone. I actually gave my Double Eagle Noveski N4 to a friend for his birthday, a guy I play at Battle Lab with regularly. And so I had a ton of upgrades inside that. I gave him like one of the Vitatu lights on the front with an IR laser on it. I gave him like a sight for it. And he's an amazing airsofter, very, very experienced, more so than me. But he hasn't really jumped into gas blowbacks. And that's kind of his first like, oh, actually. And it's amazing to see him be like, oh, hold on, I kind of want to play with gas blowbacks only now. So kind of stuff like that, I want to give it away, but not throw it away. And I'm going to not take the upgrades out. I'm just going to leave the upgrades in. And whoever gets the replica is going to benefit from that, I think. You mentioned Harvey from SCCBQ. He was eviscerated for heating his gas mags on the hot water heater, if you remember that. I do, mate. I absolutely remember that. He actually turned around to me before he did that and was like, oh, I did this last time. So he's done it multiple times, but it was getting a kind of cold day. And he just put his gas mags on top of like the coffee, hot water kind of thing. That was interesting. Yeah, it was funny. Airsoft Kip, I really enjoy your content, mate. Keep it up. I'm trying to get my channel off the ground myself. Well, good luck, mate. If you have any questions about what to do, definitely reach out and let me know. My number one advice, because someone actually asked me this recently, was just upload content. If you look back, like I think we're at like 1,300 videos on this channel or something, and there's much bigger channels with a lot smaller amount of content. But I'm a big believer in like upload it, see what people feel, and then slowly moderate and change and like get better and better and better and better and just hone it and hone it and hone it, as opposed to overthinking it. Is someone going to like this? Spend 3 days editing a video thinking, oh, well, I could do it better, I could do it worse, then uploading it, then no one watching it, and then you being dejected. I think just make content, upload it. You can always make it again, make it better, because if it really is going to be growing a channel, then you need to be putting up stuff regularly. So that's my number one thing. What state are you in? I'm in right now in Florida, but we'll be back at home in Georgia in 4 days. Revi, I am in California. I lived in Los Angeles, west side of Los Angeles. So that's where I am right now. And actually it's been raining for the last week here. Today's been the first day of sun, which has been pretty crazy. It's weird how I realize my mindset of how depressed you can get in the UK, because for here it's been coldish, rainy and grey, and you just are in a bad mood. You know, you're just kind of like sitting there in the afternoon like, oh, I just want to sit down and watch TV. I don't want to go out and do stuff. And California, Southern California, we're super blessed. Like, and I take it for granted all the time. And my friends are like, you're so lucky to live in LA. And I'm like, yeah, I really am, because it makes you realize like, oh wait, when it's sunny every single day and it's hot outside and my kids want to do something, I just go out and play, and we play on bikes, we go to the playground or do whatever we want to do. And then suddenly one day of rain hits and I'm like, what do I do with my life? I've got nothing I can do because we can't go outside. And then I realize all my friends and my family in the UK, that's most days for them. It's pretty crazy. Douglas, Mr. Doug, if you get your hands on a shell ejecting gas blowback, that'd be awesome. I've thought about it, mate. I just thought like the practical wise, it's just a bit annoying. It'd be cool for content. But going to like the CQB site that I play out, using a shell ejecting gas blowback, and then having to go back and try and find all the shells would just be a bit of a nightmare. So I've thought about it, but I don't know if I'm quite there yet. Waking up to great skies is the reason I plan to move to Spain. Yes, Gaz, I agree, mate. It's definitely just generally has a better effect on you. It's why people in the UK go on holiday all the time, because you know, you want to chase that sun. It's why London, actually, I have to say, for me, is one of the best cities in the world when the sun is out, because everyone is like, let's maximize this. Let's make the best of it. Let's go to the park. Let's get some beers out. Let's have the best time. And so people are like, oh, I'm going to London, you know, like they have such mixed opinions. Everyone really likes it generally that I meet. Some people are like, oh, it's just a bit like dull and grey and the weather, And some people are like, I was in London, it was in the summer, the sun was out, most incredible place I've ever been. And that's kind of like where I am with that one. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly, Scientific just put up a comment for something that was held. Brother, what do you do to make a living? What's your Bruce Wayne life? Stayman, so I work in real estate. I sell houses. And so I'm very fortunate that what I do in this part of the world gets paid a lot of money. I sell expensive houses because I live in LA where houses are expensive. And in America, you get paid very good commission to sell a house. Very, very like live or die. Like you can very much be in this job and make zero money. But I'm very, very fortunate that when I sell a very expensive house, I get paid a lot of money to do it. And it means that I can control my own schedule, so that in the last 2 years, been putting a lot more time into this channel than I have actually that work, which isn't necessarily a good financial thing, but I much prefer doing this than I do selling houses. So I'm trying to transition that over a bit. So hopefully that answers you there. I've been considering an NGRS to use here in the UK during the super cold period, but I'm a gas blowback rifle. Yeah, that's what I did, Scientific. I got that MP5 SD6, the NGRS one, as like a fallback. And that would be my bring it along to every field as your backup if your gas blowback, for whatever reason, goes wrong, it's too cold, something like that, then you've got that option. You will know when I'm ready to move, as huge amounts of airsoft kit will suddenly hit the market. I appreciate it, man. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just kicking the overthinking to the curb and keep uploading. Yeah, airsoft kit. What I found actually a big thing is like you've got to not care what other people think about you. That doesn't mean act like an arsehole, and that doesn't mean like be a bad person and just do whatever you want. You've got to care what people think about you, in that I respect this person's taking their time out of the day to watch my content and therefore is giving me feedback. But I get very, very few negative comments on this channel, which is amazing. Like 99.9% of the comments are really, really positive. You get people that just write nasty things. And a big thing that I've realized is that if someone is going to take their time to watch your content and then want to like put some bad vibe on you when you're not acting nastily in any way, they're just in a bad place. So don't think, oh, someone's written something nasty or whatever it is. You've got to like kind of have a shield up of like, I'm just going to do me, and some people are going to love it and some people might not like it. Some people might hate it, but unfortunately, I just feel sorry for that person if they're really going to take their time out of their day to write something negative to try and put you down, because really they're probably not in a great place in their life. So yeah, don't overthink it, do it. If someone says, I love what you did, but the amount of like you guys who basically turn around and say like, I love this, but actually you could do this and I'd really prefer it if you did a video about this. Or what was it earlier? We had, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name, mate, completely, and I shouldn't have done that. We had, what was it, AFTG? No. Yeah, G6779K saying, I hate what you've done to your AK. Like, that's completely fair enough, you know, like, I can turn around and say, like, I'm doing what I want to do, but equally, like, I'm taking that on board. I'm listening to that someone, and that's not the only person that said that, so, yeah, it's kind of cool. Douglas Dauntless, yeah, 5-6%, yeah, so normally we get paid about 4 to 5%, depending on the price point. But that's split between you and a buyer or a seller's agent. So about 2% of a sale, I'd say on average, is what I get paid. Congratulations again to the winners, 6 million badges for doing giveaways. I've got to go, see you later. Thanks, Josh. See you later, mate. Thank you for doing some moderating and getting these people out. Scientific, I usually take an NGRS MP5, need a backup, gas blowback. Rarely need to take it out if I'm using the right platform. Yeah, guys, I'm the same, I think, mate. Revy YT, anyone else watch C7 Viper and also think about starting a YouTube channel, possibly called 6mm Revy or Revy Airsoft? Do it, mate. If you don't do it, then you won't know, you know, you're going to regret it probably at some point, and it's still going to be in there. So start doing it. Definitely watch C7 Viper. I actually started off this channel doing very, very similar stuff to him, which is the mystery box unboxings. I just kind of got bored with the stuff I was getting in mystery boxes. I was like, I want to get the cool new thing as opposed to getting like this thing. And I think people could probably start to see it in my face that was changing. You know, like it was like, I'm very, very excited to start with of like, oh, I'm back into Airsoft after 6 years. And like, what is this thing? I don't even know what this is. And discovering it to, oh, I've got another one of these, or oh, they're obviously trying to get rid of stock of this. So they're just putting this in a mystery box. So I don't watch his content as much anymore. But I definitely really admire that guy. He has a great channel. Different strokes for different folks, exactly. It's rare I watch Airsoft content, but you do a great job and are personable, which is why I always try and watch and support you. Thanks, Gaz. That's really nice, mate. And yeah, I do think that's another thing, especially like as AI becomes more and more popular. I use AI, but that's actually just to like take the transcript of my video and to try and like succinctly put across a description of the video or a title that's going to work. I think there's a lot of AI generated stuff that's going to be coming out, and I think people who are just authentic, who just want to sit down, be honest and talk about like what they enjoy doing, is probably just going to be more and more popular if you're going to do a YouTube channel around that. Because to be honest, like I am the same. Like I like watching people who just speak what they actually think. They're not like, you know, curtailing it to any audience for any reason. They're just saying like, this is how I am, and that authenticity really comes through. Mystery box is the most overrated thing in Airsoft. Yeah, exactly, Gaz. That is exactly it. I mean, I think during COVID, for me, it was exciting because it was like, oh, I'm spending this much. It's like gambling. It's like you're spending this much, but you're getting this much more. Yeah, it's just kind of cool. Ignore negative people. Don't let someone else's bad attitude affect the way you do and how you do things. 100% Cutter. That is a great note to finish this live stream on. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thank you guys so much for giving me your time. I'll be back, I think, again on Monday. I'll confirm that. But I would really like your feedback on the merch. Congratulations to our winners. I'll be now filming videos because I need to get on that before my kids get home for the end of the day and I'm in trouble and I haven't got a video for you tomorrow. So I'm going to get on that now. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Any ideas, as always, are welcome. Thank you to the members for being there, and have a great day, guys, wherever you are. Speak to you all soon. Goodbye.